Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. First down, it's Watson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 73 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
From the 31, Watson, and some room to work. Touchdown! Tutu Atwell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 62 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 3rd down, Schaefer. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Watson's throw taken in by Evans here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a give, Akers running left. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed.
No, and I think a lot of times...
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darren Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Johnny Hacker now as
today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Schaefer. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He juked him, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Schaefer. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd down, Schaefer. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over with his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
To throw on third down, Schaefer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And shifts past him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second down, McCaffrey. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He finds his man complete. That's Armstrong.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. They run with Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schaefer. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Schaefer. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Watson's throw here hauled in by Cup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. Watson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Akers has got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've come to halftime. It's the well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break up the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to... And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Schaefer. This one complete to Lacey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
To throw on second down. Schaefer. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's picked off at his own 47, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Schaefer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down. Watson.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
To the air yet again, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Schaefer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Watson looking underneath. He's got Akers. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And he fires Here's one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll go again here with Akers. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Here's Watson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. Second down now. Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement.